Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Rock Sound. We are backstage at 2000 Trees Festival and the guys from PUP join me now. How are you, gentlemen?
Good, how are you?
Good, not too bad, not too bad. Welcome back to the UK. Let's start there, shall we?
Thank you.
It's kind of where I've been starting with a lot of bands, obviously, who've come over from the States. It must be so nice to actually finally be able to actually come back and play for your UK fans after a bit of an extended break there that the world kind of went on.
Yeah. It's been really nice to kind of just be back over and feel like there's some semblance of this world that we all kind of took for granted for a great many years. So it's just been nice to see friends and hang out and play shows and load things up the stairs, all the classic kind of things in the UK.
All those favorite moments of touring life, back with a vengeance. Let's talk about the album a little bit. Obviously, it's been out for a minute now, but such a lovely reaction from the fan base. Seems to have gone down really, really well. Congrats on that success. Now it is a little bit in the rear view. How are you guys feeling about it? How are you reflecting on it? What were the learning points from that are going to help push you forward now?
I feel pretty good about it. I mean, I think we left the studio feeling pretty good about it, and you never know how people are going to react. You just try to make the best record that you can and try to make your friends laugh, and if you can do that, then you did your job, The rest is up to you.
Yeah, then you're onto something. If you've achieved that, you're definitely onto something. I do love asking about album titles. I don't care if it's a cliche question. I'm genuinely fascinated by them, and that is a hell of an album title on your one. The Unraveling Of PUPTheBand. Tell me, where did that idea come from? Why did you choose that as the summing up the record?
Yeah, I mean, we recorded the record over 5 weeks in a house that we were living in and recording in, and weren't really leaving it at all. And by week 4, we were all out of our skulls. So, we started to kind of fall apart as a band and emotionally, and we started just making some weird decisions and kind of went off the rails there for a minute. And I'm pretty happy with how it went. I don't think we would have made that record had we been in our sane, proper minds,
Sure. No, definitely a great end result to come out of a situation like that, for sure. And how's it been actually getting these songs up live? That's always such an interesting moment, isn't it? When you've made the record and then you finally get them in front of the people and you see, oh, this is the one that's making them go off. How's that experience been?
Yeah, it's been cool. It's been nice to see. I mean, obviously, the longer a record is kind of out in the world, people sort of familiarize themselves with it and kind of know the lyrics and stuff. But certainly initially we were like, I wonder how we're going to play these songs. But it's been really nice to just kind of have people shouting them along, and I don't know, it just feels like it's been kind of a nice surprise. It's always a nice surprise, though, I think, is the thing. To be this far away from home and have people screaming the lyrics back in our face, I mean, that's the entire dream. The whole dream.
The entire dream summed up right there, for sure. Well, speaking of dreams and kind of crazy things happening, I mean, you guys got to get involved in just the most epic of projects fairly recently still, which is the Metallica thing. There's the Blacklist that just had... I mean, name a star, they're probably on there. It was just an unbelievable mix of artists and, a great collection of songs to get involved with. You took on Holier Than Thou. Tell me about your approach to that song and how you kind of went into it.
Yeah, I think musically we wanted to be pretty, not faithful necessarily, but kind of like, I think, we all wanted to learn how to play the song kind of as it was written and arranged on the record, and then sort of, kind of from there took some liberties in some of the verses and tried to sort of kind of make it our own thing. But we were sort of like, what if the Beastie Boys were doing Metallica? That was kind of like an interesting sort of leaping off point for us. And we just sort of like put in some fun little jokes. Stefan had a little xylophone that he you hear kind of at some point. But yeah, I think it was kind of trying to be reverential without being too self-serious, which I don't know. I think we pulled off, and people seem to kind of to respond to it. Like I think there was no wrong way to do it. I like some of the music on that record that like went way far out, and then there's stuff that's like a little more kind of like. Not on the nose, but closer to the nose, that I think was cool. And it just kind of it kind of seemed to work, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That was, I guess, the nice thing about that project was such a wide variety of artists. Even if they're taking on the same song, it sounds completely. I mean, your version sounds completely different from Biffy's version, for example. It's just really cool to see how that kind of works. And it must be nice as well, you know, have legends like Metallica, who obviously basically handpicked that list of artists they wanted to get involved. That's got to be really nice to get the nod from a band who've been that long in the game.
Yeah, it was really cool, and like they were awesome. Like they made sure that we were able to go to a nice studio and like wanted it all to be recorded, and they were like, yeah, make sure you like eat lunch, like they're just like their whole crew, like in the little contact that they kind of made with our manager and like our whole kind of world, like they were awesome to everyone, so that was really cool.
Really nice to hear when those kind of things happen. Before I let you go and kind of enjoy this weekend, guys, gotta ask what you're kind of thinking is coming next. Are we already thinking about the next stages, the next record, more new music? What kind of level are we at in terms of those conversations?
Yeah, I mean, we are a touring machine, so we're gonna keep doing that for a while.
Nothing wrong with that.
We'll be back in the UK in October. I don't remember where we're playing. We're playing the Roundhouse in London, and
great venue. That's gonna be really nice.
I'm very, very excited. Come back and do it properly. Kind of poking away at writing. It's kind of hard on the road.
Right.
It's not something that my brain can really handle. But in the weeks between tours, I've kind of been poking away at it, and hopefully we'll be back in the studio sooner rather than later. But just having fun, having a job again for a change. So
hey, no one can blame you for that. Enjoy it, boys. You deserve it. No, go and have a great weekend. Have a great set. We'll chat to you again soon, I'm sure. All right.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Good to see you, PUP, everybody.